I didn't believe the stories before that night. Sarah and I had laughed about them earlier that day as we crossed the last trail marker and pushed deeper into the Bridger Wilderness Area. The sun dipped fast behind the mountains, faster than we expected, and the woods changed the way they always do when darkness settles in. Sounds stretch farther, shadows stop behaving, and every instinct starts whispering that you don't belong. We decided to hike out anyway. That was our mistake. It started with footsteps that weren't ours. Slow at first, heavy, too deliberate to be an animal. I remember Sarah squeezing my arm and whispering my name, her voice tight, like she was trying not to panic. I told her it was probably an elk, maybe a bear moving parallel to us. We picked up our pace. The trail narrowed, rocks crunching under our boots, and that's when something snapped behind us. Wood breaking, thick and wet, like a tree limb being twisted apart. Sarah gasped. I turned just long enough to see movement between the trunks. Tall, dark, wide. Not a bear. Bears don't move like that. This thing flowed through the forest, weaving between trees without slowing, its silhouette blocking out the stars as it crossed an open stretch of trail. I grabbed Sarah's hand and ran. My headlamp bounced wildly, lighting up bark, brush, nothing solid enough to focus on. Behind us, the footsteps changed. Faster now. Closer. The roar came when we slipped, a sound so deep it vibrated through the ground. Not angry, not panicked. Territorial. The beam of my light caught it then, just for a heartbeat. Massive shoulders, long arms hanging too low, eyes reflecting dull amber before it vanished again. It stepped onto the trail ahead of us, blocking the way, forcing us off into the brush. That's when I realized it wasn't chasing blindly. It was controlling us. We dove into thick undergrowth and crouched low, pulling Sarah against me, not daring to breathe. The forest went silent. No insects, no wind. Just the sound of something circling us slowly, close enough that I could smell it. Wet earth and musk. It stopped a few feet away. I felt the vibration of its breath through the ground. Then after what felt like forever, it snorted softly and backed away. Footsteps faded. When we finally stumbled back onto the trail and out of the wilderness, no one believed us. Rangers said we'd panicked. That exhaustion can make the mind fill in gaps. Maybe they're right. But sometimes, late at night, Sarah still wakes up shaking and says she hears footsteps pacing the house. Slow, heavy, patient. And every time I think about that night, one thought won't leave me. It didn't catch us because it didn't want to.